Welcome back to the channel, boxing fans. So Canelo Alvarez is all signed up to fight Charlo this May. And I don't understand the purpose of this fight. I mean, the best are supposed to fight the best. Canelo's mandatory is David Benavidez at 168. How is he coming up with this thing that I only want the big fights, and now he's fighting a middleweight, not a super middleweight? So what is this fight going to do for his legacy? Absolutely nothing. If you're in a weight class, unless you decide to fight in another weight class, your duty towards all these organizations, towards your fans, towards everybody who's paying for your pay-per-view, all these millions you're constantly making, is to fight your mandatory, because the mandatory has earned the right to challenge for your title, and he's considered the #1 challenger in your weight class. So how are you fighting a guy from another division and claiming all you want are big fights? And then in September, he wants to fight Terence Crawford, who's a great fighter, definitely 1 or 2 on the pound for pound of anybody's list. But this guy's going to have to move up 3 weight classes to fight him. So how is that more relevant than fighting David Benavidez? I don't understand this anymore. And the boxing commissions should strip these guys of their titles. Either you decide to move up and avoid whoever you're ducking and give up your belts and then try your luck in another weight class, or else fight your mandatory. I find this is a freaking joke. The same thing with Crawford now. Oh, I'm waiting for Canelo in September, and Jaron Ennis is not a relevant fight. Damn right it's a relevant fight. He's wiping out everybody else at 147. And the same way you fought Spence, you got to fight him, because now he's got one of the belts. Even though it was handed to him, he still cleaned out everybody else he fought. So these guys have to learn to fight their mandatories or get out of the weight class for good. You know what? Nobody should pay for this pay-per-view for Canelo to fight Charlo. I certainly won't. I probably won't even watch it, because the fight is irrelevant. I'm not even curious. The last Charlo he fought, we slept right through it, all 12 rounds. And the guy was just there in survival mode to collect a big paycheck. And this one's not going to be much different. He ain't stopping Charlo. Charlo ain't stopping him. And you're going to see what happens. It's going to be this. And this guy hasn't fought in 2 years, Charlo. Forget about ring rust. It's worse than that. 2 years. And he's fighting the #1 or 2 guy in the world, supposedly, pound for pound. Anyway, boxing has become disgusting. And unless they start making the best fight the best, like every other sport, we're going to lose interest, guys. It's getting bad. Like, comment, subscribe below.